A wise man once said, to forget how to dig the soil, tend the earth, is to forget ourselves.
void came on. Muted. Thank you, Farm Sim Shorts. Appreciate you, man.
You can start echoing.
No, I actually just started broadcasting.
I was watching Twitch the other night. Yeah, there we go.
Chat. Farm Sim Shorts dropped into chat and said, "Hey, man, you're muted." Oh, hey, man, I'm a doofus. How's things going in the UK?
I was actually watching Twitch the other day, so I had my volume on.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Pretty rare.
Every time. Clean up our little messes here that we missed. Oh no. Was it because he had the volume too loud or because he was yelling too much? Oversteer. I figured you were going to have to work soon, just given the time difference in our last few conversations. That sucks. Yeah, headphones don't make a lick of difference if he's yelling at the people he's playing with. Any guesses on how much silage or grass do you think we're going to get off of here for silage, Uber?
1.5 million liters.
1.5 million liters. All right, I'm going to say 1.5 and 1 million liters.
Everything prices raised.
Fuck yeah, man. You know how many times it worked?
It worked.
Oh, no. Well, that'll teach him. That will teach him. Now you just go into your router and block the Fortnite server from the router. Then he's for certainly banned. Oh, Farm Sim saying 2 million. Farm Sim Short saying 2 million liters, Uber. All right, I don't know what the prize is going to be. Maybe some kudos or some weird emote that I've yet to create or something. I don't know. But so we've got you, Uber at 1.5, me at 1,501,000 liters, and Farm Sim Shorts is 2 million. Easy. So there we go. It's on. I don't know what that means, but it's on. We'll find out by the end of this episode.
We have a second swather, gatherer, jobber thing.
Oh, not yet. Not yet, my friend, but we will. Most certainly. You know that massive stone picker we've got?
Yeah.
I think you can configure that as a forage wagon.
Oh, that'd be sweet.
Yeah, so we'll take a look at that when we get this mode. I don't know if you configure it as a forage wagon if you're able to add the silage additive to it. But again, we want to be careful if we're going to make hay pellets, which I would like to give a try. I mean, we can also take some of this grass and throw it into a fermenter, like the production point fermenter, and it should turn it into hay, no matter whether it's been treated or not.
Sure.
So, I think. Yeah, he lost another tooth tonight too. Shiro did, or today, or was it yesterday? I don't know. No, that's good. That's good. We got to get those baby teeth out. He is just like, you thought he was bitey when you were here Saturday. Like, it's gone up to 11. Yeah, man. It's like stop biting. You'll like grab his snout, and pinch his lips against his teeth, and to cause him a little bit of pain. To don't bite, and you let go of him. The first thing he does is he bites at you again. I mean, he's such a defiant little shit. I love it. He reminds me a lot of someone I know as a child, or when they were a child. Did I ever tell you the story about me and my Uncle John? He's the one who passed away when I was taking care of my mom in Tennessee this summer. So my dad had to go on a business trip that mom got to come along on, and I was just a kid. I was like 4 years old, 4 or 5, something like that. And my Uncle John was a pipe smoker and had like this really kick-ass floor lamp that halfway up the floor lamp, it had a big circular ashtray around it, and it had 3 removable glass inserts for the ashes, and it was literally a cigar or pipe smoker's lamp, and it had a little spot for your tools to either prep your cigar or clean out your pipe or whatever. It was a cool setup. And he had come home and I was staying with my aunt and my uncle, who did not have kids at that time. Because my parents were out of town, or had to be out of town for that business trip or some shit or whatever. And so my Uncle John was at work, and when he came home, he had gotten his pipes and emptied a bunch of them into the ashtray, and had sat down and was prepping a pipe to get ready to smoke it for getting home from work. And so like every one of these glass things were full of ashes, and I'm looking at it like, oh man, do you know how big of a cloud of ashes I could make if I blew into that ashtray?
Oh man, no.
And he literally said, because they always referred to me as Stevie Davis at that time, he said, Stevie Davis, don't you blow into that ashtray. And I literally locked eyes with him, leaned forward, and as I was even doing it, he goes, you're going to get a spanking if you do it. And I never broke eye contact with him. And I took the biggest breath and blew it into the ashtray and sent ashes flying all over their house. And this was in the 70s when every house had shag carpeting. So, and of course I got paddled and cried and whatever, but man, damn, it was satisfying. So satisfying to do that. And my uncle would told that story as recently as a year ago, because that's how I was as a kid, man. You tell me not to do something, just because you told me not to do it, that was like, yep, I'm doing it. You told me not to, so I'm gonna do it. That's why I used to argue with Kat's mom all the time. Like, well, you can't do that. Like, if I said I'm going to do something, because the person at the restaurant, the waiter at the restaurant gave bad service, well, you can't do that. I'm like, the hell I can't. You watch me.
Right.
Like, don't tell me I can't do something. The minute you tell me I can't do something, is like
Yep.
marching orders for me to do exactly what you told me I just could not do, just to prove you wrong. And it's gotten me ahead in life in certain instances, and it's really set me back a long way in others. So, live and learn. I'm 54. I'll figure it out at some point.
I won't. That's fine though.
I just keep saying it so people have hope. Like, yeah, he's going to turn it around.
One of these days here.
Reminds me of a wonderful song by Cop Shoot Cop called One of These Days. If you haven't heard it, I highly recommend.
I've probably heard it.
It got played a lot by DJ Mad Finale at the club when he was doing his hard industrials. One of these days, Mr. Opportunity is going to be knocking at my door. One of these days, I'll finally get a job. One of these days, I'll sell my soul and let them find out what they bought. I mean, shit like that. It was just awesome. Just, yep, that's me. That's my attitude. Like it or leave it.
So much faster than me.
What, just mowing this way?
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah, dude! I mean, it's literally the same width as the mowers that we had, or the mower that we had, but this thing mows so much faster.
That's awesome.
I'd think almost twice as fast, I think, or pretty close to twice as fast.
What you made for?
Yep. It's like the Dixie Choppa. Did you ever look that thing up, man? If you haven't, I'll find a video and send it to you. Somebody mowing a frickin' football field with that thing. It's amazing. When I went out to my brother-in-law's, and he's showing it to me, and he's like, "You want to try it?" And I'm like, "Well, I don't want to mow with it in case this thing gets away from me. I don't want to like tear up all your landscaping and your shrubs, because I mean, it would go to it. I mean, it had wheels, obviously scaled down, but it had wheels like this on it. I mean, it was meant for business. It didn't have none of those pussy ass, lawn wheels, the turf wheels. It was meant to go and get the job done. And I knew that if I engaged that mower, that inevitably I was just going to wind up taking out their shrubs or their flowers or whatever. He's like, "Nah, make sure the mower's off." I'm like, "All right." I got on that thing, and it's got the two levers, push forward, this kind of thing, right? The zero turn action. I got on that thing and pushed the levers forward, and I damn near gave myself whiplash because I wasn't prepared for how much it was going to put me back in the seat, and it threw my ass back in the seat. I was like, "Whoa!" And almost like I almost lost control. Like my hands almost came off of the sticks because I just wasn't prepared for it to have that much forward momentum. But yeah, man, it was awesome. I'm like, holy crap. I'm like, if I ever have a big ass lawn and I don't have, like a decent sized lawn tractor with a good mowing together, this would be perfect. I'd probably get something like a small tractor that you could put mowers on and a snowblower on, or a blade, and a tiller, and then you can just have a little farmette and do all your own shit with it.
Let's say buy our own tiny farm equipment.
Yeah.
We'll try to plow.
Yep. Yeah.
The cultivator.
Yep. They totally make it. John Deere has a set. Kubota, Mahindra, they all have a package. Like that, I don't know, I think they're like 36 to 48 horsepower tractors, which is perfect for the small farm, or, maybe a place that's got a couple horses and some goats, and they want to be able to, grow some small scale, some total small scale farming stuff. Yep. They have a whole whole package of implements with that stuff.
It'd be fun.
That's kind of my dream, but
You wouldn't have to be a real farmer.
kind of blew that. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you know, the only way that I would farm is if I was doing it as a hobby. There's no way I could do it. And the only other way that I would get into farming is if I could do so and do it debt-free, meaning I had the cash to buy all that equipment, because, I mean, it's the crushing debt. I think farming would be wonderful. I would love to do it as a job if I could just go be a farmer as a job and not have to have the responsibility of the literally crushing debt and uncertainty in your livelihood.
Yeah, when I worked at a warehouse, I was a FedEx driver. He owned a farm and did his own farming. He was a part-time FedEx driver. And told me about the daily dramas of all the shit that breaks and all the money spent. And
Right?
like you make all this money, hundreds of thousands of dollars, and it all goes back to the
Uh-huh. Yep. Totally does. Oh man, put the pedal to the metal. Is it weird? I wonder if I missed something when I set that one up and didn't get you the same engine configuration. I'll have to check it out. We'll fix it. We'll fix it in post. That's got to be what it is. But I thought when I bought it, I just went and bought another one immediately, or leased another one immediately, which should have kept all the same settings. We'll take a look at it here in a minute when we're done, because it looks like this is going to possibly do it for us. Aside from going around and cleaning up any little bits, if we want to do that. I don't know if that's necessary. We might get another 12 liters of grass if we do that. All right. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, even if if you use horseplay and you have a field that it works well on, not like this one, right? Boom, there you go. Yeah, it happens, doesn't it? That's awesome. I forgot that hump was there from, I don't remember what was over there, but man, that was awesome. We got some good air. That was sweet. Wash that shit up. Boom. All right, now let's look at these damn things and see. D966603. They're the same spec. Working speed 25 kilometers per hour.
You're using the gas pedal, I'm using the W key.
I still think you could get to the max, but interesting. Very interesting. All right, now, since we're in the store, let's check out our stone picker upper daddios. Where are you? Where are you? There they are. Boom. Yep, it's a 4-inch pickup trailer. Here we go.
Where did the forage wagon go? There's no red.
Unreal capacity 500,000 liters. Stone picker standard. Wait, why am I not seeing a forage harvester option? Does it? Okay, I didn't see an option to change it, right? In specifying. So why don't you grab Don't grab that header, that thingy big. Hop out, take that. I'll grab another tractor and do it. You work with that, and I'll see if this works with the other tractor.
Yeah, I was gonna say go do what you're doing, and I'll just
Get started. We got plenty to do.
Yep.
What the hell's the other tractors? Where are they? There's one. Got it. Boom. If this works, it'll be a happy campy. It does not work as it is. Okay. Didn't really expect it to, so I don't know. His folding animation for that thing is pretty rad, I have to admit. The way he's got that to fold in where it doesn't collide with itself. That, I was impressed, I have to say. Okay, so I wonder if it's in a different part of the store. Maybe if it's in forage wagons. It is. There they are. Okay, cool. So we can do, they've got the forage pickup trailer, which holds, that one holds, I think that's configurable. Yeah, it holds up to 250,000 liters. And then that does it at 13 kilometers per hour. And then there's the fast trailer that does it at 25. And then there's the fast 2 trailer that does it at 50. 50's too fast. 50 is too fast. Too freaking fast. So we're going to call it forage wagon. Unreal is 75,000, 150, 200, 250. So 250 is as big as this one gets. So that's what I'm going to set it for. Those wheels, Lizard, God, they suck. Ooh, I like quad axles. That looks pretty rad, huh?
Mm-hmm.
What color should it be? Ooh, a rear hitch.
All our other grass crap is black.
All right. Oh, yeah. No cover, no rear hitch. Everything were all black all the way around. Do we have? Can we? No, I guess we're stuck with that wood grain. Okay. Lease it because $4,105 is a lot more affordable than $80,500. At least for now. Sell the silage when we get it. We'll buy all of our shit. All right. Oh, cool. It's over there. At least it's just over there.
Oh, which one's grass going to pick up?
Let's see. For now, let's put it in the farm production. Over across, right here at the corner of the field, the grass field. Because then that one we can turn it to silage, we can turn it into hay, we can turn it into all kinds of fun stuff. What do you got in there? How 200,000? Nice. All right, here we go. Oh, look at that big old wide. Oh, man. Yeah, you're gonna want one of these. We're gonna have to do. Well, we might want to keep the narrow one for if we do something smaller. But for grass, you know what? Probably not. Anything that we would forage, probably not. Yeah, I think you want. If we haven't bought that, I think we want to turn that bad boy in and get you one of these. It doesn't have much more capacity than that one. Actually, you know what? It may not be any more beneficial than what I've got right now. Speed. Which maybe that becomes everything, right? Yeah. I mean, between the two of us, we'll get it up. Oh. We'll get the grass up off of the field. Just earning that not safe for kids rating. Don't want to disappoint. Oh yeah. Nope, it's just easy to say, no kids, F off, come back when you're 18, or at least you figured out how to fake your age on YouTube. But don't tell me about it, because I don't want to know. You do you, shut the hell up. Nice. You know, I was just thinking it would be smart after this is mowed down if you had just a front mower on, so that as you're going through the field, you can clean up any of the little bits that you missed, mow it, and then you're already picking it up anyway, but you're not spending any extra time on the field. But again, I think we'll get 12 liters out of that, so in the grand scheme of things, I'm not sure if we should worry about it too much. I'm just about to 80% on my wagon. So I think I hold 50,000 more. I got 250,000. Whatever's clever. are full. So you put in 200, right? Okay, I'm going to put in 250. We got to keep track because, you know, we got the Price is Right going on. That's 950,000 pounds of liters. 950,000 pounds of liters. 450. We're at 450. Oh yeah, that's a sweet animation on that thing. Oh, I didn't look at the pickups underneath. When it's up. That's pretty cool. I didn't see that before. Yeah, the mouth where it says there. That's pretty cool. I don't know. I'm kind of a nerd for that. Ooh, I subscribed to Custom Modding's Patreon channel because they're supposed to be getting close to releasing the Case Steiger 715. I'm so excited. That thing looks so cool, dude. They've got like 5 different modders working on it. Like, this guy's doing all the mirrors and the switches and the lights and everything, and the other person's doing this and she's doing that. It's really rad. It's how software development should be, right? And they've also got that gigantic forage wagon that they've made. I can't remember what the brand name is, but it's really cool. They're redoing some stuff on it, and it's about ready for release. So hopefully I can bring those into our multiplayer game. Oh, did you get a chance to look up that map that I sent you a message on today? Oh my god, dude. Honestly, I think if we would have seen this map before Silver Run, we would have chosen to go to Silver Run. Because it doesn't have all the fancy schmancy different productions on it, you know? But it's got things like alfalfa, it's got some different foods, but it's perfect for setting up like that mountain ranch that we talked about, like in the valley. So I'm going to do a single player on it one night a week. Try to do ranching with like 500 head of cattle. But when you start the game in farm manager mode, you own a whole bunch of equipment, including a complete set of logging equipment. You have your farm equipment and a complete set of logging equipment and 1.5 million in the bank to build out your buildings and everything else. So yeah, it's right. It's off of Mod Hub. I'll send you a link to it when we're done. Yeah, and it's a really nice forestry map. Like, the forestry, it's primarily forestry with some arable farmland on it, ready to go. I mean, it's perfect for what we were talking about. And I think it's really rendered well. There's a huge gravel pit on part of the map. I mean, huge. So, like, stone picking turned off, just go mine our gravel and make our own line. I don't know if that map's set up for the mining or not. I'd have to look at that mod and see if it requires certain maps or if the maps have to be prepped for it, or... Yeah. You mean for like the terraform? Yeah. I think they have to be a minimum of either 4x or 16x depending on... Yep. Yeah, there's like 14, there's the 16x, the 4x, and then I think just the regular map size that I'm aware of is the 3. Maybe there's more. Ooh, there's another 200,000. 650. I don't know, I'm looking at what's left on this field. And 2 million might be right. We may have underestimated know what? I'm gonna go back and get this because I left it and it's bothering me. The big piece. Yeah, the commercials last night in the Super Bowl weren't their best season of commercials. It's like all the automobile manufacturers went with the, oh, we're going to get you in the fields to make you cry because Grandpa can't go to the skating competition anymore, or, right? I mean, yeah, that's big this year. Yep. Yep, exactly. Hey man, don't knock them. Works for them, whatever. You can choose not to have your feet washed. But my favorite was the one, I don't even remember what it was for, but it had, what's her name? Aubrey Plaza and Ron Swanson in it, where she's like, "Hi, hello everyone, it's me, America's sweetheart." I'm like, okay, this is literally the funniest commercial, and especially when Ron Swanson showed up, like that literally takes the cake as the funniest commercial, hands down.
I'll have to go rewatch my YouTube.
Yeah, I didn't really think of any others that were that good. Why is this not letting me dump? Technically I'm not full, so I'm gonna go top this thing off. I didn't catch that. Well, it'll be easier for counting, so we know our exact amount for the Price is Right. Well, that's the one sound file I need, is The Price is Wrong. But what I'm concerned about is why it wasn't letting me drop it. We didn't fill up the production point already, I don't think. Because maybe we did. If we did, we'll have to put down a new production point. Oh well. Thought it held 1 million, but I'm not sure. Okay, I'm full. It's rolling. We're rolling in.
I didn't really notice if I didn't get you all the way, so I wasn't really paying attention.
Yeah, whatever. We'll ballpark it. I'm within 4 liters of the full, so that's close enough. There it is. Okay. Whew. I must not have been in the place to hit the trigger right. I must have been too close or something. Because
Yeah, it was a very small trigger point like that.
I thought it was bigger, but I may have not had it landscaped properly, where it might be being covered up. Because sometimes if your landscape lifts the back of your trailer up just enough, it pulls it up out of the trigger zone because the trigger zones can have length, width, and height. And so, yeah, if you lift it up out of the trigger zone, it doesn't work. Which can be really frustrating until you figure out that's what's actually going on. You're like, what the fuck is going on? That other thing that I love about this trailer, Forage Wagon Stone Picker, is that the staging sounds it makes when it's lowering. As it lowers each thing, it has a cocoon, cocoon as the hydraulic presses are compressing and bringing it back down. I don't know if it's like releasing itself from its safety position or something, but like if you listen to it as it's closing, it'll be like kaboom, almost like somebody's hitting the side of a dumpster with a hammer.
Yeah, it's
That's what I figured it was. But I just like the fact that that detail is in there. I know that there's a ton, if you look, and I don't know if you just look specifically in the prefabs section of the Mod Hub, there's sounds for all kinds of stuff that you use as prefabs that you can add to your games. And then of course I'm sure some people go out and those that have the ability and know what they're doing go out and record their own sound files. Like especially if you're getting the new tractor and you want to get the sound that it makes, there's only one way to get that. And that's to go record it yourself. So I'm a nerd who loves tractors and farm sim. I've often thought about going over to Four Rivers, the John Deere dealer here, and saying, look, ain't no way I'm going to buy one of these, but I would really love to check one out. If somebody... Yeah. I mean, I even tell them, I play Farming Simulator, and I'm experiencing these things. I just don't have the appreciation for them because, I can't appreciate the scale in real life, that sort of a thing. I think maybe they would be cool with it. Who knows? Yeah, I mean, as long as you're up front with them, right? Look, man, I ain't buying nothing. So if I'm going to cost you your customer, then don't talk to me. That's one thing I hated about the car business is that you worked on an up system, meaning who was next up. And so whoever the next customer that came on the lot was, or you encountered was your up. And so your up could be that dude that's just killing his 4 hours because he has nothing better to do with his life than sit around the dealership waiting for his warranty work to be done. If he comes in and starts looking at a car and asks you a question, guess what? That was your customer. Too bad you didn't convert him to a sale. Which, that always just set flipping wrong with me. Like, that's bullshit, man. Probably 5% of customers that come over from service looking at cars end up buying them, and I'm probably being super generous with that percentage. And so to have that burn somebody's opportunity to talk to a customer, and when you got 12 or 13 guys working in a day, that may be the only opportunity you had to talk to a customer all day, and now you've just spent 8 hours at work basically doing follow-up that you could have done from anywhere, because your ability to see and engage a new customer resulted in a shit lead. And that always just did not sit well with me. It's one of the things I hated about how the business was ran, especially when dealing with new customers coming onto the lot or whatever. So my goal was to make sure that I didn't need to be riding the glass, and that I had my contacts set up and had appointments set up. So I kept myself busy during the day. I'm like, I'm sorry, I've got all these appointments. When am I going to come up there and stand around and wait for some idiot to come up and buy a car? And they're like, you know what? You're prepared for your day. You don't have to do this. And I just didn't do it. I mean, I was still at the dealership because, again, I had appointments, so I had people coming in to see me. But, I mean, that's the only way to survive in that business. One of the... I mean, Scion really... Because I was selling Toyotas before I was selling Scion, before Scion was even released in the Midwest, but Scion was different because it took all the BS about negotiating price out of it. There was no negotiating price. The price that you saw was the price that you paid. That way you knew when you walked into the dealership, if you built that car online using our configurator tool, because we could set our own prices for things like labor for installing accessories. But you know, if I decided to set my price for the labor to install a cold air intake $50 higher than the competitor across town, where do you think they're going to go buy their car and their cold air intake? So, you know, and ultimately Scion was nothing more than an experiment by Toyota, and this was told to me by one of my district reps when I was still managing the Scion franchises, that it's an entire experiment to be able to get dealers to embrace accessorization of vehicles. And the reason why they had to do it with a new brand is because Toyota needed to be able to say, look, if you approach this pricing model, you can have greater profit margins by having fixed pricing, and then the competition isn't just who's willing to take the bigger loss. Because ultimately that's what it comes down to on Toyotas, because the cars are all the same, right? So ultimately the guy who gets it is who's willing to take the biggest loss, and especially if it's on a car like a Camry, which are a dime a dozen typically, right? You know, so yeah, it's just like, it was just one of those crazy things that,
I'm not looking forward to having to buy a new vehicle eventually either.
oh my God, a friend of Kat's got her 2021 Tacoma up for sale. It's fully ready to go, nice lift kit, rooftop tent, everything, 50 grand. 50 grand.
Oh, 50 grand.
50 grand.
Fucking
Yeah.
used.
Yeah. And guess what? That's the market now. Yeah, if you haven't been looking at used car prices, you're going to puke when you do. The whole airbag sensor shortage and Takeda chip shortage caused such a schism in the market during COVID, like that there were no new cars available anywhere. And so the used car market went through the roof. And I mean, there were some used cars that were 2-3 year old models, like say a RAV4, that were selling for more than the sticker price of a new one, because you could not get a new one. They physically did not exist in the country, you know. Or what did exist of them were sitting on a lot in Japan waiting for airbag chips to come in so they could be made ready for sale. And so it just drove the market through the roof. And the thing is that some of the industry pundits that I still follow are saying it's going to correct itself here pretty quickly. And when it does, that'll be the time to buy used cars again. Because new cars are coming back into stock now. New car inventories are rebounding, and you know, dealers are starting to have cars in stock, which means they're now going to have to lower those premium prices they were charging just because they had the car in stock. Oh yeah, and so, but that's what the market value set. And so what the industry pundits are saying is like, okay, they didn't think about this. They decided to make as much money as they could when COVID and nobody was coming into the dealerships. They took advantage of the customer base. So now, when all of the dealerships have their cars and they have their inventories and new cars are readily available, guess what's going to happen to the used car market? It's going to get gutted. And all of a sudden, that used car that you had, or I should say that recently purchased new vehicle that's 1 to 2 years old, that you paid $70,000 or $80,000 for, is now worth 30 grand. And you have a, you know, let's say you put 20% down on that 80 grand vehicle. Now you have a $54,000 loan on that vehicle, and it's only worth 33 grand. So now you're in the hole for 21 grand just to make yourself right on that vehicle. So You either need to hope you had really good gap insurance from the manufacturer and you total the vehicle and survive, or, not suggesting that you do that because that's insurance fraud, or you're stuck with that car until you have it paid off. And that by that point it'll be worth absolutely nothing. So, yeah, it's going to suck, and it's going to suck real hard. Which is why I'm thankful I've got a Toyota 4Runner, and I've been taking care of it because it'll still last me another 10 plus years. So,
Yeah, the RAV is still fine. It's just like, it's getting up there in miles.
Yep.
Eventually, it needs some better
yeah, well, you're going to have to start spending money on the RAV. You're going to have to start spending money because there's going to be repairs that you just can't do in your garage that are going to need to be done. I mean, that's the reality of it, right? Now, that's funny. It's not letting me empty again. It's letting me fill. You know, that'd be funny if it weren't true. All right, so let me try this. Yeah, that ain't gonna do it. I'm wondering, maybe it is full now. I don't know. Let's go see if I can put it in.
No, it says don't made loaded.
Yeah, but that could have filled it. I don't know. Let me see. Interesting. I'm not able. It's not triggering a dump here for me either. Does this thing have to be full before it can dump?
And the grass is at 1.5 million.
And
Oh my god, 1.5. So you win. Oh, you win.
even with what we may have converted, still 1.54 because it was empty when we got in. So it's not full. So why? It says grass not accepted, and that's not true because grass is accepted there. I've stored it in there before. I'm gonna come from this direction. I'm gonna come in fast and slam on the brakes. That didn't work either. That didn't work either. That should trigger anywhere through because it's triggering. I can fill it with grass if I want to. But, okay, hang on. Let's try my theory. Let's fill it. And then if it gets filled to 100% and I can empty it, then that's the hiccup, which makes this only kind of a great option. You know, we can install a mod that allows us to adjust the work speed of every vehicle and every implement. So we can set any one of these to go faster if we want it to.
That's fine. I don't want to go too fast.
Yeah, I mean, 25 is plenty fast for what we were doing here, mowing. Okay, forage wagon's almost full. 20 more percent to go. Taking a grass bath, you're gonna get itchy. You're gonna get itchy. Your allergies are gonna flare up. Forage wagon is full. This is funny. Why is it not letting me dump all of a sudden? It's letting me dump before. I'm on the trailer. I made sure that that's the classic. Why won't it dump? Because you've got the weight selected in the front, dumbass. That is not the case here. What? Still not working. Here, hang on. Let me get. That's where it triggered last time. Says grass not accepted here.
What?
It's glitched. It's glitched.
Cool. Dump it somewhere.
Yeah, I've got an idea. Check this bad boy. What you got? Nothing. See if we can dump into this guy.
Just dump it on the ground. We still got that like amazing forge pickup head.
All right. Let me try something. So it can't dump if it's folded, right? Because the arms fold over the hopper. And it typically will unfold a bit to allow that to happen. I'm gonna pull it forward and unfold it. Let's see if we can't get it to. See if I can't give this a try to force it to dump here. Say grass not accepted there, that's funny. We'll go on. I'm just gonna pull over here and dump it. It's not letting me dump or unload. Nope, it ain't gonna work.
Cool.
I mean, we can get it out of there another way. Just use the get out of my way, truck. Ain't got time for the crap. Wants to fill, but let me try something quick. Let's just save the game. Yeah, it still says grass not accepted here, which means it's something, a glitch with the production points. Because the other one, like all the things that could take grass right now are saying they can't take grass. So we'll just leave it in here for the time being. It ain't going anywhere. And if it does, we know we had 250,000 liters, and I can use one of the tools to reset it.
Oh, it's amazing.
Good times. All right. So 1.548 million liters. Let's make sure all of our productions are running. Oh, we didn't make any hay this round. Oh well, we'll make it out of the straw when we get the So we got grass silage going. That's good. We got silage distillate going. We got plenty of water in there, 1.3 million liters. So we're making digestate. We're making lime. We got 43,000 liters of stones, 14,000 liters of lime, which we're also making a liquid fertilizer, 11,000 liters from the digestate, and solid fertilizer, from the digestate and the lime. We only have 6 liters of that. So that's fresh. Total mixed rations. Let's see. Actually, if we're going to do pigs, we don't need TMR. We just need root vegetables, and we'll be done with it. All right. So that's done. I think we need to wait. Oh, maybe. I'm not sure. Oh, I was going to say hold off on that. Let me mulch it first. Hit it with the mulching roller. That should give us a fertilizing state. If not, then I'll let you do that, and then we'll wait a month and then mulch it, and then that should give us the second fertilizer. One or the other. I just shot right past it. Ooh, that was sweet. I got pushed by the roller when I tried to take the... Happened again. Now be careful, this roller will push you because it's heavier than your tractor. Isn't that awesome? Can I get it? Oh, I got it. Got it out of there before it opened up completely. I'm just going to go out here in the middle to see if it works. Gonna mulch at 67 miles per hour. See how quickly I stop when I drop this thing. Right down to 26 kilometers per hour. Now let's check out our field state. I'm probably gonna wind up in the creek. Oh no, it stopped. Maybe it'll take me to the creek. We'll see. That'll be fun if it is. Oh yeah, we'll have to see. So it is showing as mulched, so that's a good sign. So yeah, let's let this SOB run. And then we'll come back and hit it up with fertilizer on the next go round. I don't think we need to do anything else, do we? Like, we don't need to fertilize anything else right now. Because we're still... Okay. We would like to. I mean, we'll get the most yield. I got an AI worker working on this field. We'll see how well he does. Or she. I don't know who we've gotten the luck of the draw of receiving yet. But I'm looking forward to evaluating the work that they do for us and determining if they'll be with us for next season.
They will be just fine.
I don't know. They're heading straight for that pond. We'll see. We'll see just how smart they really are. Remember, AI is only as good as the prompt you write. And so far, my experiences with writing AI prompts is it takes me 5 times longer to write the AI prompt than it does just to crank something out myself. Whoa! Did you see that? Watch that, dude. No, we're all good. Just dipping the wick. Just dipping the wick there. Getting a little rinse off on that front weight, my chassis. You're not supposed to be going on this side. You're supposed to be going on the other side, you moron. Of course, I did not give explicit instructions. So I should be getting that new mounting rig and second joystick later in the week. Insert proverbial squee here. Should be fun. It should give me a little bit more flexibility on my layout too, because it's going to get some of the stuff off the desk that's on there now. It's going to get me a little bit farther back from things. So, yeah. I mean, I can't knock the desk. This is a $600 IKEA desk that I picked up for $50. So, yeah, I mean, it was like, yeah, this is kind of a no-brainer. We'll take it.
I'm gonna go for a little wider.
Are you just going to do built-ins?
Don't know yet. Possibly.
I mean, I did that in the house in Oregon downstairs. I did built-ins when Adam and I were doing the podcast from down there. I did built-ins in that office space that I created down there, and I absolutely loved it because we were able to configure things exactly the way we wanted it. I mean, we laid it out for podcasting. You know, back in the day, in the early days of that crap when it was called podcasting. That's the only word there was for it. And I really liked it. Now, of course, if all of a sudden you decide to not do podcasting and do something else, well, then you have to kind of make it a little, well, I mean, just plan ahead, right?
This will always be
Yeah. What I did is, in that office downstairs, I just built a perimeter, like on 2 walls. I just built a desk shelf. Basically just, got IKEA desktop or countertop material and just mounted it 28 inches off the ground. And then for drawers, I just went super cheap and just went with the plastic stack drawers, bins and put my shit in there. I mean, I don't need to spend hundreds of dollars in storage. So, yeah, it worked out fine. He's doing pretty good on the rolling. I have to admit, I'm impressed. He went the wrong direction that I wanted him to, but it'll be easy, and especially since I didn't define a headland on the north side of the field. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's going to work okay. Get the rest of it figured out here when he's done. Or we get another roller and get out here and roll, roll, roll your field like a freaking boss. Yeah, you know, I gave Skull and Bones another try yesterday afternoon before the open beta ended, and I came to the same conclusion you did. Too much of a grind.
Yeah, I tried to do it again, but everything you do from the very start is just the same fucking
Grind, grind, grind.
thing. These links.
Get insulted by an NPC. Grind, grind,
Yeah,
grind.
it's
Yeah. And not being able to draw swords and just cut their dumb ass down. That's what a real open world game lets you do.
Yeah, they're gonna probably use a bunch of money on the fucking river, kind of expecting us to be big, and we'll see it happening.
No way. I mean, the reviews have sucked. I mean, nobody's really come out with anything positive to say about it that I've found.
And that's unfortunately what it's been like for several years of development.
Well, I mean, look what Cyberpunk 2077 went through. I mean, delay after delay after delay, and then when they finally released the game, they released it just a bunch of hot garbage. You know, the only console platform you could get it for was the PlayStation 5. Oh, you can't buy a PlayStation 5. They had promised that they were going to make it playable on the PS4. It's never been playable on the PS4. Truly playable. My friend Tim, who I play Division with, he had a PS4 Pro or Plus or whatever that upgraded version of the PS4 was. It had the better graphics and processor or whatever. And he said it literally would crash on him about every 30 minutes. It would just blue screen out and dump you out into the main screen because it was too much game for the PS4. So I finally got a PS5 last year and then got the game and realized that I would much rather play this on PC. So I wait. I think it's on sale right now. Hopefully I can grab it still this week while it's on sale. Well, like the fishing games would actually be really good with the controllers because you can do there are a couple games that you actually have to cast, like you have to do the motion of casting and time it right. It's a pain in the ass to try that with a mouse. Like it is, and it's impossible to do it with a trackball. Okie dokie. That's an incredible mulch animation. Just highlighting the mulching capabilities of the Multi-Roller 2430. When configured for mulching operations, it makes short work of your daily silage creation. I'm also spending a significant majority of my life in sales. Unfortunately, it just comes out. You can take someone out of sales, but you can't take sales out of someone. It just doesn't work. It's like herpes. You can't really get rid of it. Well, I'm impressed, man. The AI workers are getting it done this go round. You realize he's got to back all the way up to make this because he can't turn around down there. I'm impressed. For now. Give me 5 minutes. I'll be disappointed again. Yep. Yep. Oh man. Looking at Dan's camera feed or game feed on my screen, the field that he's in, the moray pattern it's creating is mesmerizing. Like having a flashback. Your manure spreader on the field was creating a moray pattern that was giving me a flashback. Look at the field when you spin it around. Look at on my feed when you spin it around. The way it artifacts the field rows, it like warps them, and it's like you expect that 60s psychedelic soundtrack to kick in. And all the lights going on. You're gonna get caught. Here it goes. This is where the AI worker goes south. Right into the telephone pole. You're fired. Sorry there, neighbor. Time to put in this upper headland. That should solve most of my hasslinos right now. Go. All right. Let's mulch it out. Show me mulch state. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Purple is good. Most of it mulched. Little spot that it's just a low spot in the field that won't mulch well. No biggie. How'd we do? We get everything picked up over here. Excellent. That little spot. Should get this field taken care of, or this portion of the field, I should say. Heck yeah. Beacons on there. Look rad. What are you doing? Oh. A little bit clogged up there. Here we go. There's a little piece over here that won't roll out or mulch. I'm going to make sure I get it all. I might have to smooth it out with some landscaping. Nope, looks like I got it. Sweet. Almost got this bad boy mulched. Well, that's not true. I got a long ways to go. Nice. That'll be big money. I still think we should harvest some of it and turn it into sugar goods. Turn it into sugar and goods. Oh wait, we planted beets too, didn't we? We can use those. Sugar beets. Yep, that's right. I forgot. Yep, yep. In the old either carrot or parsnips field. I don't remember which one. We can also come over here and chaff this corn that's in this one field that we own. And use that to make silage as well. Or if we might need it for pigs, we could use it for pigs if we get to that point. Yeah. Yep, see, after rolling this, the nitrogen's perfect. It's still perfect where it hasn't been rolled, but we'll need to get lime on this when we're done, when I'm done rolling it. That won't take long at all with that new spreader setup. That van still, it was just parked there. There's a black van just parked in the middle of the road holding up traffic for no reason. I think it had government plates. No. Ooh. Why is it filling? What the hell? Well, maybe not. Maybe it's just a glitch. So it says it's almost full of food. But when I went out here, which is in this, nothing. Okay, that's why. All right, so we are going to need to be bringing some food to our Chicky Chick friends at the Big Chicken Warehouse. The other one do have barley in the hopper, and they're full. So this one's got full of food. So we're good to go there. So no worries. But that guy's getting resituated. Ooh, wheat's got a ways to go, doesn't it? Whew. We're gonna have to buy food, I think, for the chickens. Yeah. Yeah, it's got 18,000 liters in it right now, and they're at 100% health, but we don't have any backup grain. Let me check the production. Dude, we got 1.3, well, we got the 250,000 liters of grass in that wagon still. We got 1.392 million liters of grass and 1.388 million liters of silage. That's good stuff. That's going to be money, 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 money. so much. Oh yeah, silage isn't happening until January. That is the max month. Liquid fertilizer, I don't want to sell it. We can start using that. Although it is got some money. I mean, but yeah, we got $47,000 worth of eggs. Oh, we got $18,000 worth of flour. So let's go to our productions. So we've got flour. We can start making bread, and bread makes pig food. It's cool. This thing, everything that you make in this one farm production, the byproduct is pig food. We've already got 3,700 liters of pig food, and that's from making 12,000 liters of flour. That's the plan. That's going to be our poop. They're going to be our poop daddies. We can make corn, sorghum, oat, barley, and wheat flour. Can also put down sheep. Sheep give us wool, wool give us fabric, fabric give us clothes, clothes give us money. If we do grapes, we're going to do a grape production facility. I'm not doing vines. Well, I mean, if you know how to lay out your field properly, they can be done very easily. But if you don't get it spaced just right, or you don't get things lined up just right, yeah, they can be very, very freaking annoying. So for cake, we need flour, sugar, dairy, eggs, butter, and strawberries. That means we'd have to put down a greenhouse. I think we're going to stay out of the cake business. But we can make sugar beet sugar. We can make oils if we need to. Butter just comes from dairy. We're not going to be doing dairy unless we do goats. All right. I think we're producing what we can produce with everything that we have currently. Oh, we need to move carrots because we're maxed out on our carrot storage for the preserved food carrots. So let's hop in the Phoenix. The preserved carrots is the one that we're full on. Just missed my turn. Hopefully there's nobody behind me. Heading on down to the preserved food factory at 90 miles an hour. There's my preserved foods. Where are those things? Right here. Done with this damn auto load not working. It's really kind of pissing me off. I've never had the problems that I have here, and maybe it's just something with this map. I don't know. But like, think about on Silver Run, no problem. Auto loading logs all day long on those trailers, no issues whatsoever. Everything works. But for here, we can't get it to work for shit. Yeah. Yep, doing weird shit. And now we've had things with, you know, things like, well, we've got this trailer load of grass that we can't get rid of currently. So.
Sounds like we need to move to the mountains.
We might have to. We might sell off all of our stuff. Maybe. We could sell everything off. And just call it. And move to Silver Run. Yeah. I think it's pretty neat so far. I mean, I'm going to start out on the stream on a single player on it just to get a feel for it. Sold $521 worth of eggs. Let me try something. Because there were a couple eggs left on this trailer. But the other trailers I've used will let you auto load multiple pallets. Maybe that's maybe that's the problem. Let's go down here and see if we can't grab some huevos. good news, I can back the truck into the chicken coop, and it is auto-loading, so maybe that's the problem. Well, it was auto-loading. Maybe not. Maybe I was just excited. Okay, now picking up eggs. Takes a while. Oh, the trigger point's really small on this. Great demand for eggs at the debris crusher. Strap that bad boy down. We're getting past time. Dump these eggs off in our production facility. And they empty and overload into the production point a lot faster than they do otherwise. All right, so I got to check that last AI worker to make sure that they got our field handled. Show me the money, Jerry. Not bad. Still some spots. I'll have to. Not too bad. Quick clean up here. I think we're in good shape. All right. Just like that. Bada boom, bada bing. So, right on. We'll catch you Wednesday. Yeah. Yeah, I will. I think you'll dig it. Pretty nice layout. All right. Catch you on the next one. Bye-bye. All right. What I might do is just set an AI worker with the line on this field so we get it taken care of. Should be it for the rolling mulching. The mulch roll. All right, we're back, and you figure out it's just easier to do it yourself versus trying to have AI figure it out for you. Just take less time this way. take a look at our fields. Those will need to get resampled, it looks like. Everything's looking good on pH.